This is part 4 of modeling a grand piano, and I think this is going to be the last part. We just have a few more things that I want to work on. In particular, I want to do the legs right now, so let's make a start on that. I think what I'll do is I'll look at the side view, and you'll notice I still have the side image there, and I'm off the image a little bit, but that's just fine with me. It's just using it as a reference. But what I am going to do is go into edit mode on this piece right here, and I think I'm going to bring it back a ways and see how well I can get it to do what I want it to do. I may actually even take this and scale it inwards a little bit now that I think about it. So I'm going to scale this in the X, give it a try, see if I like that. Roughly to about there. And I don't mind if this piece sticks out, but on the other hand, maybe I don't want it to do that. So let's try scale it in the X a little bit more and pull it under that and see if I like that any better. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at some of these images here. In this one, it almost looks like this piece is underneath that region there. And there it looks like it's outside and extends quite far back. And in that piece, it's hard to tell. It's under and extends quite far back. So, I think I might just stick with that and see if I like it. Okay, with that done, I will, I'm going to select this bottom edge right there, Shift S, cursor to selected, so I can bring in an object close to where I want it for that leg. So I'm going to bring in a cube right there, and I think I'll roughly follow this diagram here. Okay, let's go with edge. So once again, these images are available in part 1 of the video. And let's make sure that I'm getting the whole thing. Box select. Oh geez, I'm so used to working with planes these days. I sometimes forget. All right, I got it now. So we'll do that, but I think I'll actually do half of it and then mirror it or copy it. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Again, we're not going for perfect accuracy with respect to the diagram. We're just trying to make a piano. All right, I'm going to throw in a bunch of edge loops and start to just start sculpting away a little bit. And I just want to get some kind of a curve. I might need another one here. Yeah, before I do that, I'm going to put another edge loop in here, pull it right to there, and then I'll do this. Just something like that will look fine with the subdivision surface. Okay, those ones are all straight, so let's pull that one there and pull this one down a little bit too. We'll do something like that. Okay, let's have a look from the front and see how thick it is. That's too thick, so scale this in the X. Something like that. They're pretty big, actually. Yeah, so I'm going to be a little bit off the diagram, but I just wanted to get that shape, and I'll put it onto mine. Now, having done that, yeah, that's okay like that. Okay, and I'm going to delete that face. And I'll take all of that and Shift D, rotate Z 180 and pull it over. And it should match up. reasonably well. That's fine with me. Right there, so in edge selection, I can select that edge and that, and it'll go all the way around. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. That, and now I'm going to bridge edge loops. And let's have a look at that. Okay, so I'm going to be putting a subdivision surface on, so I know I'm going to need some edge loops to maintain its shape. So I'm going to do a couple of those right now, and then we'll see what else we need. I'll do that, and I'll do this. All right, let's go ahead and put subdivision surface on of 2 and smoothing. And you can see the shape that we're getting. I'm going to move this under a little bit, like that. And that's pretty nice. Okay, that's fine with me. And so what I'll do now is I'm going to select, let's see, I want it central, so I'll just I grab that face and that face, Shift S, cursor to selected, so it's right in the middle. And I'll bring in another cube and scale it, and you see it'll be right in the middle there. I can build my leg off of that. And if I look at the diagram, I can make it bigger. Maybe I will make it bigger that way, and maybe I'll make this structure bigger as well, now that I think about it. If I just scale it globally, do that. All right, let's pull it down. And I'll box select this area here, pull it up. Did I just get that? No, I got the whole thing. I may have to throw in some edge loops. That's fine with me if I do. And let's look from the front. I'm just not sure I want a leg that big. Maybe I do. Make it a bit wider, and we'll see. Scale this in the X, and I'll scale that piece down just a tiny bit, just to fit. Okay. And I'll apply the rotation and scale on that cube. Let's grab both of these and do that. Okay, so let's take this. Let's grab that face, and it's side view. Let's just pull it down. And I'm off the diagram, but I don't care. I'm going to scale this in a little bit like that. And then I think I'll E to extrude, and I'll scale out. E to extrude, and I'll bring it down and scale in, and we'll get that kind of effect. And so it's not as stark, I'll select that edge and pull it up a bit like that. I just want to see how long that is. I think we got what we need. Let's go back to here. Okay, so now what I'll do is I will add a bevel to that. Maybe like that. Look from the front. Okay, I want to have a look at another piano. Say this one. And so the legs are almost, the edge is almost at the edge of this, or maybe in the middle of that part. Let's see if I can do that. Let's bring it in a little bit, like that. It's a little bit past the middle. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and I really don't know that I'm going to be texturing this, so I might build the wheel and attach it and then just copy it around and do sort of like a clay kind of render. So I think what I'll do is we'll grab this face here, we'll select it, Shift S, cursor to selected, bring the 3D cursor there, and then bring in a cylinder. I'm just going to leave the default values, but actually You know, maybe we'll get rid of the caps. Nothing. And we'll rotate Y90, and then we'll just start scaling and figure out how big we want this. Scale in the X. I think I'm going to do like a double wheel. I don't know if that'll look right or good. Let's look from the front. I was thinking of, I'll show you what I was thinking of. This. And select that edge. E, S, bring it in. E, we'll bring it out. E, S, bring it in, and then E and Alt-M, merge its center. So that part like that. And then I was thinking of this part, E, S, bringing it down. E, and we'll bring it out like that. And then I was thinking of, actually, let's bring it just to around there. And then I was going to copy it, Shift D, rotate Z 180. Bring this out here. Bridge edge loops on that, and then we'll sort of line it up. So let's grab that one and that one. Control E and bridge edge loops. I'll probably put a subdivision surface, so I won't necessarily get rid of those. Let's do some beveling. Let's take the big sharp ends and Control B. And put 2 segments in there. Let's take this edge and this edge and Control B. I'll just do 2 again. And we're going to need some edge loops, so I'm going to put one down here and one up here. Same over here. Down here, one up here, and then we'll see what else. I know I'm going to need one in here. I'm going to need one there. I'm going to need one here. And I'm also going to need one here and here. And we'll see what else we might possibly need. Okay, so there it is. Set the origin of geometry, and we'll do Shift S cursor to select it in case I do more work on that. Let's just go ahead and see how she looks. 2 and smooth. And I'm starting to wonder if that's too sharp, but I think maybe from a distance it'll be better like that. So I was thinking of that, and then to be sort of simple, I thought to myself, what if I select that, Shift H to just view that and view it from the top, and go into edit mode, and just let's actually get rid of these edge loops now. X and dissolve edges, and just take, that's a central face, and those 2 are the central, and another one and another one. Maybe that's is that enough? Yeah. And I just want to extrude upwards like this. Actually, you know what? I don't want them that wide. So I'm going to put 2 edge loops here. I could have kept the old ones and scaled them out like that. And then top view, and then do the same thing. And I'll bring that up. An edge loop down here to sharpen that. And then let's bring everything back. We'll see how far we have to go. Alt H. All right, so that makes contact already. So let's go in and let's look in wireframe. And let's bring an edge loop up here, tighten that, and I might need one more here just to, and I don't care if they're a little bit rounded. That kind of thing is what I was thinking of doing. Maybe I do want it closer. All right, now the more I think about it, I may want to turn some of these wheels. So maybe what I'll do is, that's got sub D. I'll just copy this stuff. I suppose I could be doing Alt D, but I'm just going to do it this way. All right, I'm not even going to mirror it. I'm just going to copy it to about there. Right. And I can turn this wheel, rotate Z. And I'll take this one, and I'm going to bring it to the back, Shift D. Let's look from the top in wireframe. Actually, I'll just do it this way. And we're going to rotate Z90. And I'm going to bring it in like this. As you can see, it doesn't make contact here. And so I need to think about that, and I will straighten these wheels. All right, just going to think about that. How about, by the way, we get rid of, let me get rid of this. What do I want to do? Well, let me just try something. That's that sort of sub-bottom. I actually want to bring this down to there. All right. And I'm going to try, first of all, borrowing this, sliding it back. We'll just try this. I have no idea if this will look good. It might be all right. What did I do here? Right. Oh, geez, what did I do? Do I have a weird piece there? What in the world? Let's have a look at this thing. Ah, it's got a bevel on it. Okay, well, let's cut it. No, we can't cut it. Not easily. I could have easily just done something else, but now that I've started, forget it. Let's just get rid of that stuff. Yeah, get rid of it. Holy cripes. All right. Is that open now? Okie doke, back to where we were. Better work if we're spending all this time on it. All right. Okay. Yeah, and that's how that piece goes. It just fits there. All right, this is barely going to be visible, but anyways, it might not be visible at all. Okay, so great, we got the legs on there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the pedals, and there's lots of different styles of these, and I'm going to do something kind of, I'm not going to do a lot of work on these, but we're going to go for 2 pedals, I think. But you can see the different variations of these things. All right. And so, yeah, we're just going to build this as best we can. So let's take that, Shift S, cursor selected. Let's look from the front. And let's Shift A, bring in a, all right, we'll use a cube. And yeah, pull that down, scale that in the Y. Now this piece, actually I should look at the side, is roughly in that position there. It's not too thick and it's not too wide, long enough to get a pedal out of it. It's down around the level of the wheels. Okay, and we'll just make it a little thinner. So let's see, we had something like that. Let's Control B and do that, and then take this E, bring it up, and scale it. Nah, I don't want to scale it in. I think I'll do another one of these. Will I? Nah, I won't do that. I'll just do it like that, bring it down a bit. Okay, and I'm going to do something similar on the bottom, just a little bit, just like that. And we'll bevel this as well. Let's have a look at that. Okay, and off this, there are two pieces. What did I do? So origin of geometry first, and then we'll do that. So let's go ahead and I'll bring in another cube. Zoom in on that, and we'll get a piece like there. And I'm going to do something with this in a bit. And we'll scale Shift Z, just like that. And we'll take that one, and bring it right up to the top. Just have a look at this. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we will bevel it like this, just a tiny bit, so it's not super sharp like that. That's fine. And this piece, let's just have another look at a reference. I think I want them. This one looks like it's at the edge, but some other ones they're right in the middle. And so I think I'll just make that just a little bit thinner. Scale Shift Z, and I think just by eye I will copy it over. Although I could be mirroring, I suppose. And then we'll bevel. Okay, so those will go in like that, and then we have some stuff coming out the back. So when the pedal gets pressed down, I guess it affects that. So what I need to do is bring in a cylinder, and it really doesn't have to be so, but I'm not worrying about polys, which maybe I don't want to lead you astray, but rotate X90, but I'm just not particularly. Zoom in on that, and we'll scale it down. And this piece, what we'll do, and I'll scale even a bit more. We'll have it there, but over right behind, let's see what, Control 1, right behind one of these. Look at the arrow, it's roughly centered. That'll be there. And, it ends up taking a lot of polys. I really want to do that. I really do. Put an edge loop here, so if I take this and smooth it, get off there, no, first of all, it's not going to be seen, all right, anyways. Okay, so what I'll do though is I'll set the origin of geometry on that, and Shift S, cursor selected, and I'm going to do another cylinder, and I'll just do it the same parameters right on here. Zoom in on that guy, and it's going to come up. Okay, just like that. And we'll get the thickness in a bit, see. And that goes right up. And in like that. It looks a little bit thin. I might make it a bit thicker, So I'll scale Shift Z, just make it a bit thicker like that. Didn't do much, but you know, that kind of thing. And then I can take that whole thing. I don't even think I need to smooth it. You're never gonna see that. So I'm just gonna leave it. And I'll look from the very back, and I'm going to Shift D, copy one right in behind that thing as well. Like that. And then again, there are different styles of these. I'm going to take this one and bring it over to about the middle of there. And bring it up here to that, onto this central piece here. And then I'm going to angle it back. So what I'll do is I'm going to go into edit mode, and in wireframe, I'm going to come down and I'm going to select this bottom edge, Shift S, cursor selected, and put my 3D cursor there, or put my 3D cursor there and switch to 3D cursor as my pivot point. All right, and so then I can rotate in the X, and I'll swing it back. Let's see if I like that. Now, if I look at the diagram, I'm not following that completely. I don't care because, you know, this is just a diagram, but some of these show, you see this one seems to have two angling back. All right. This one has one angling back. So, you know, I could angle it more than that actually. Rotate the X. I can do it like that. And then I'll come into it in edit mode. Oh, go wireframe. I'll grab that and I'll switch to normal. Oh, but whatever. What have I done? Shift S, cursor selected. All right. Okay, that's fine. Let's get out of edit mode though. No, I want to be in edit mode. I take it back. Let's put a face on there. All right, select that face. Now we're talking. Let's get out of it. That, and look from the side. And I'm just going to pull it up in, and that's it. And I could be deleting that face, but apparently I'm not. Now the only thing is, yeah, I don't think I want this the exact same diameter as those. Now that I think about it, so I'm going to go into that. I'm going to go Alt S, and do like that, so I get something different. Now maybe I do need smoothing on this, and if I did, because it's a bigger piece, I'd put an edge loop in, pull it up, and an edge loop here, and pull it down, and that should take care of most of the smoothing problems. Go far enough, yeah. Okay, see what I got so far? Okay, I just want to see if this is thick enough, if I like that. This one's a bit, you know, higher, and this one's got its double parts. See, that's what I was going for at the back. Not putting any details in it though. And that one, so I suppose it could be a little bit thicker. So the way I would do that is in front view, although it doesn't really need to be very much, because I'm not going to do a lot of detail here. I'm going to box select there, and I'll pull that down. Let's go back to global. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here is Shift D and P to make a new object right there. And I'll set origin to geometry and go in, and we'll select it, and I'm just going to scale in the X, and scale in the Z. And let's give some thickness to this, E, and I'll bring it out like that. And Control B, I'll do that. I'll do one of those. I'll just leave it like that. Select it all, Control N. Should I get rid of the back face? I should, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put that right out in front there, and another one right out in front here. Okay. Those might stick out too much. Might be more like that is what I want. And then using those, I will again set my cursor to there, and I'm going to bring in a circle. Go to edit mode. Actually, I'll move it out here, and I'm going to scale, and I'm going to make the petals. And this is going to be the cheapest petal you ever seen. But well, yeah. Okay, and I'm going to vertex mode. I'm going to box select some of these vertices. Maybe not that one or that one, or maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Now let's do that again. Box select those. I'm going to pull them back. Okay, maybe I don't want that many. Maybe I don't want this one or that one. Okay, I'm pulling them back. I'm going to select it, F to make a face. So I got an end gone there. E to extrude, bring it up. Solid view. I got that edge selected, that one, Control B, bevel. Push it in, line it up if I can. I'll hit smoothing on that. I'll make it a bit thicker, scaling the Z. In object mode, I'm okay with that. And we'll just pull them down. Shift D, drag another one in there. Just like that. Now, I won't be able to get an edge loop in there. I can do that kind of thing though. Just to help with the smoothing and see if that's enough. That seems to have helped to my eye. So I'm just going to throw these in. Not very much is going on with them. I think I'm okay with that. Okay. So where am I at? I got the legs. I got the pedals. Is the pedals down at a decent height? I think so. Are they up? Are they too far back? No, I don't think so. It's view through the camera. See, the back leg's not even really visible. I think I'll try sort of a test render and I'll come back. Okay, looking good so far. We got a little bit more work to do though. What I want to do is put a little bit of text on this. So I'll select right there, Shift A, text, and I'm just going to put in some 3D text. Over here, I'm going to select center, look in the front, rotate X90. And we'll center this up. And for the text, I will write the name of an individual. And I'm going to choose another font. Let's see if I got my fonts here. Where is my panel? There we go. Fonts. Let's just scroll way down and just arbitrarily choose something. See how that works. Okay, let's give it a bit of a bevel. Do that. We'll push it in like that. Cool. Okay, that's good. And let's add a plane underneath this here. We'll go S15. wheels still look like they're off the ground. Right about there. And for this, yeah, we'll just try it like that. Just looking from the camera. Maybe I'll move this around a bit. A bit on that side, but on this side. Let's have a look. It's like that. Yeah. Let's try a couple of different rotations for this. Ooh. It's a bit bright, isn't it? All right, we'll try a quick little render from there. Here it is in a sort of a clay render, and yeah, I think I'm gonna call this one done. I decided I'd just slap on a few quick materials and see how it looks. All right, so. Yeah, looks pretty sweet. And yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. So thank you very much for watching.